All right, what we have for review today are walnuts. Walnuts are super healthy. They're an excellent source of omega-3, and this has been stated that scientific evidence suggests but does not prove that eating 1.5 ounces per day of most nuts, such as walnuts, as a part of a diet low in saturated fat and cholesterol may reduce the risk of heart disease. All right, so this actually is American Heart Association certified. All right, so I think walnuts are definitely a healthier food. And why don't we just go ahead and take a look at the type I have in the package it came in. So this is Fisher Chef Natural Walnut Halves and Pieces with no added salt and nothing else. Let's flip it over and look at the ingredients and the nutrition facts. There you go. So ingredients, walnuts, nothing more, nothing less. All right, so the ingredients in 1 ounce of walnuts or 28 grams, about 1/4 of a cup. Okay, so 1/4 of a cup of walnuts, there's 180 calories, 160 of those being from fat. But that doesn't tell the entire story, because if we take a look, the total amount of fat in a nut, even though it's 18 grams, which is 20% of your daily value, it's very low on saturated fat. Saturated fat being 1.5 grams or 9% of the daily value, trans fat 0, cholesterol 0, sodium 0, total carbohydrates 4 grams, 1 gram of sugar, 2 grams of dietary fibers, and 4 grams of protein. All right. Now, look at how much calcium, 2% of your daily value, iron, 4% of your daily value. Nuts are known to be a really good source of many nutrients, and it's also known to be a good source of healthy fats. And this is what I was reading earlier, right there on the back of this package. It says that scientific evidence suggests but does not prove that eating nuts and low saturated fat diet may help reduce the risk of heart disease. And I do believe that statement, and I think nuts are a healthy food overall. Okay, so looking at walnuts, what do they taste like? What do they smell like? Let's see here. I put them in these two different bowls so you can see the contrast between a clear bowl and a white bowl. You get an idea of what it really looks like in the texture. It smells kind of nutty. It almost smells kind of like like a dry grain, almost like cornmeal. And it tastes like a walnut. This is a primary food, so I am going to describe it by exactly what it tastes like. Kind of oily when you chew it, and musky. This doesn't have any salt on it. It's just a pure walnut. I actually really do enjoy the flavor, and it's really good. Okay, let's look at it on the health continuum. This is definitely a primary food. It's food in its raw form. This is a nut removed from the shell without any additives. Dry, not processed, not heated, not roasted, not seasoned, not nothing. It's just walnut. So it's primary food. On this health continuum, I give it a 9 out of 10. It's totally an item you're better off not eating. Why is it not a 10 out of 10? You can't just eat as many of these as you can. You gotta really, you probably eat a handful. They're definitely healthy for you, but you can't eat a ton of nuts as you can probably like spinach or broccoli, because you can probably eat too much fat. Remember, 1/4 of a cup, 18 grams of fat. So you gotta watch how many nuts you eat, but if you do eat a modest amount, they're definitely better off not eating. You're definitely better off eating it than not eating it. As long as you're not allergic to it or you don't have any dietary restrictions, eating these nuts are a good idea. So I give it a 9 out of 10. For more information on these charts, this one and this one, check in the description below and give you more information regarding that. One thing I really like nuts, especially walnuts, for is that they fall at less than 15 or almost like 10 out of 100 on the glycemic index scale. So in spite of it being full of fat, which most of those fats are good type of fats, they're not saturated fats, they're probably unsaturated fats. Nuts have very low glycemic index, almost none, because as you saw, there was no sugars in there. There's very low carbohydrates. So this is full of energy that's going to be given and sustained over a long period of time. So nuts are healthy for you, considering it's low on this glycemic index scale. And it's probably good for diabetics. It doesn't increase your blood sugar or have a glycemic load that's pretty high. All right, now looking at the My Food Pyramid, where do these fall? You know, I have mixed feelings about this My Food Pyramid given to us by mypyramid.gov. I really like the old food pyramid because even though this is the updated version, I just don't like this. Because where are nuts on here? They're not on here. And I guess you're supposed to categorize them with meat and beans. And I guess it can fall under that category, but they're totally a different type of food. But I guess if you're going to look at it on here, you're going to put it in the meat and foods. It's not anything else, obviously. So for more information, go to mypyramid.gov. Again, I don't really like this, but we use it. Okay, there it is. Those are nuts for you. They smell kind of nutty. They taste kind of nutty, and they're obviously nutty, and they're good for you. The ways you can use these is put them into recipes, put them into trail mix, add something sweet to it like raisins or something like that. I've added this to my oatmeal, although since everything else is kind of soft in the oatmeal, once you bite into one of these, it's not that pleasant. Here's a walnut cranberry apple crumble recipe. I usually don't have recipes, but there. I'm just going to put this, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm going to put it in the view so you can look at it and make it if you want. But that's how you do it. And this comes from the fishernuts.com, Fisher Nuts packaging. There you go. All right, thanks for watching. If you like my review, give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see nutrition facts on different products, different foods. Really kind of think about how what we eat in our daily diet impacts us. Hit the subscribe button. And again, thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up. Take care. Bye-bye.